Ladies and gentlemen, we are here at the 10th round? I can't remember anymore. One of the final rounds of the 2023 season of the AGT Formula 1 World Championship. Today is going to mean a lot to quite a few of these drivers. To Christian, to George, to Mark Williams, all of these people who have put in an amazing drive all season. We're going to watch, hopefully, score some points today, and maybe the pack will shuffle. Maybe the winners will extend their lead. I actually do not know who is currently at the top of the leaderboards, but we will give you, or well, I will give you a little rundown real quick. So we do have a standings channel currently. After round 6 of Hockenheim, the current front runner of this. Oh, that's constructors. That is constructors as well. Okay. Currently leading with 110 points is Christian. Leading with only 2 points to second place, George. And then in third place with 77 points to George's 108 is Mark Williams. It's a very strange looking podium grid because we have a Williams leading the championship, followed by an Alfa Romeo, followed by an Alfa Tauri. Where are the Red Bulls? The Red Bulls are, we only have 7th place and 16th place. So yeah, we also have the constructor standings, which, oh boy, are they interesting to look at. Williams is currently heading the field with 138 points, led by Alfa Romeo with 126. Then we have Alfa Tauri in third place with 83. Mercedes in fourth. Let's go with 62. Ferrari in fifth with 46 points. Red Bull tying Ferrari with 46 again, followed by McLaren with 27. Aston Martin with 26. Haas with 26. And Alpine in 10th place with only 12 points to their name. Now, it is fairly spread out between the top five or so teams. Currently, Alfa Tauri is doing well, managing to be in third place, having not won a single race this season, which is interesting. So far, the Williams team has 2 wins. Alfa Romeo has 2 wins as well. Mercedes has 1 win. Ferrari has 1 win. That is it. That's all we have. So yes, it will be an interesting race today. This is going to mean a lot to everyone, considering that maybe not in constructors but in the drivers' championship, Christian is going to be looking to win this race to further extend the lead on George, as there are only 2 points separating them. Christian sitting at 110 and George sitting at 108. Mark Williams sitting at 77 is probably going to be pushing to try and I guess make up some lost time. I also did just realise that we're currently still, the stream says round 3 Monza. I don't know what round this is. I think it's round I think it's round 6. No, this is round 7. We're at round 7. Okay, we're around 7. Okay. Round 7, Miami. Done. Alright. Now let's get into, I guess, the main event of today's race. The actual feckin' driving. Alright, so this is only practice. We have about 40 seconds left of this practice session. I've kind of rambled on a little bit about points, just to try and kill a little bit of time, as practice sessions with online races don't tend to consist of very much that is interesting. But when we come to the end of it, we do have benchmark times. For example, the Alpine that is currently leading the field in the 31 car currently has a fastest time of 128.964, which doesn't make sense. No, it doesn't make sense. Oh, the Alpha Tauri takes a spin into the wall as the session ends. That is going to be painful for the Alpha Tauri there. Of, I believe, no, it's not Emmanuel. Emmanuel Salcedo is the Alfa Romeo 77. Number 22 car, I'm trying to think of who that is. I'm terrible with the names. Here we have a Ferrari just getting to, getting a little bit slippery there through the chicane. Watching him coming down the back straight here. It's gonna be gonna see what he gets. Yes, I'm snapping people. Alright, coming into the braking zone. Can he keep it tidy? Yes, he can. Is he gonna gain on his previous time here? Will he manage it? Oh, he's still on another straight. I thought he was finished his lap. Oh, he's just coming up on the back straight then now. There's him going through the chicane. And then it changes to the Mercedes. Lovely. Can the Mercedes up his time? Doesn't. Oh, it does manage to eke his time up to 133.385, putting him in 10th place, meaning if we had a real quali, like 3 quali sessions, he'd be safe. I'm sending this to my mate just to prove the fact that I actually do things on this stream, rather than just sitting watching the race with my thumb firmly planted up my yeah. But no, I actually do things. I talk a lot, which is basically my job, so suits me quite well. Why is it saying the time live? Podium. Ah, look at that. That's such an amazing looking car. I mean, you just and that handsome chap sitting in the car is me. Mark did kind of chloroform me, throw me in the back of the car, and then weld the doors shut. So I am stuck in here, and it's not fun. But you're gonna get the commentary. I was told that if I give adequate commentary, then I can leave to go and eat and use a bathroom and all those other things that humans need to do. So let's hope I have a good job at this. I can drive. I really shouldn't. I could have caused so much problem. Ah, that's reverse. No, we don't cause problem. No, stop it. Get back into space. I shouldn't have done that. I really shouldn't have done that. Okay, now I'm firmly in my space. I can rev the car. Now let's get to the drivers. Why is it still on me? Okay, we have a driver leaving, the Alpha Tauri of Eric. I don't want to try and pronounce the name because I don't like mispronouncing people. So for some reason our leaderboard has disappeared. Which, that's interesting. But it should come back once they, hopefully we're going to get to see the first cars leaving the garage, which is going to be interesting. Why have you done that, game? I want to see the cars leave the... Hey, hey, we're at the Williams. Now, the reasoning that everyone is bunched up like this is until it reaches 23 or 20 minutes, sorry, into the session. Sorry, once we reach 20 minutes left of the session, then everybody is permitted to drive out of the pits. And as much as I could cause the hassle of putting the foot down, putting it in the first and just ploughing through these cars, I really shouldn't do that. Alright, here we are waiting. Williams in the front, which is pretty good because the Williams are going to be looking to extend their lead this game. And here we go, the drivers are now leaving the pits to begin their warm-up laps. Now this Miami circuit is one of the closest to home for me, not in the sense of I love the track, I actually don't know it too well. And the, oh my god, the Red Bull's off. That is a violent crash on the in lap. Alright, we're changing now to the, and so does the Alfa Romeo. We might be having some problems here with the fast flowing corners. Everyone bunched up, so their tyres will be colder than ice right now. Yeah, he's taking his time now. As you can see, this is the best camera to show exactly when the track they are. Okay. Now, yes, I am going kind of quiet during the quali because here we go, right, first flying lap, let's go. This will be the Williams on his first basically valid lap. And as I did say, Christian is currently leading the championship, so getting a good lap right now for him will be vital. We are going to stay on board with him while we watch. Absolutely rapid through the first sector. This is one of the hardest corners on the track to master. And it looks like Christian has it down to a T. We're gonna witness some seriously special driving over here. The only issue is I can't pull up the race control. I can't find it. Found it. Alright then, let's watch Christian as he comes down the straight, getting ready to finish his lap. He keeps panning off of him, but I want to watch this lap end and I want to see an extension on the 3:29, obviously. Here he is coming around the last corner. He's going to get that DRS open nice and quickly when he passes the line. There's a DRS open. He makes a 1:26.844. Second driver coming across the line was not able to advance. Yes, he was with a 1:28.09. Third driver coming across 1:29.5. 1:30.1. The Mercedes now coming across. Oh my god. This is becoming a bit of a battle, but no one has been able to dethrone Christian in the Williams. I never thought anyone would expect me being able to say a Williams is fast, but hey, here we go. Is anyone going to be able to beat that time? The Mercedes is looking good through this first sector though. Oh, bit of a mistake. Is he going to keep the lap or is he going to abandon it? Never mind, we're live with Mark Williams now. I am trying to commentate while find the main stuff. Oh, one of the cars goes off. That is Mark Williams spun at the chicane. A very easy place to do it. So does the Haas in reaction. The Mercedes manages to get through. Mark is probably terrified right now. The Mercedes, is he going to... Okay. The Mercedes is let by the Haas. Let's see what kind of time he can put in if he's on a flyer. We'll not know until we see the DRS open or not. It's not open, I don't think, but he had a bit of a lead there, so we're going to just wait it out and see what happens. I don't have telemetry today, so it is going to be difficult. Is the Mercedes going to be able to advance on his time? Yes, he is jumping up with a 130.4. Still not enough to beat Christian though. Here we have the Aston Martin, who didn't have a great time, but could definitely make up for it with a better time later on. I still haven't found what I need. Found it! I'm going to be running it on my phone. Alright, that's how I'm running this. I'm going to be running this and chat through my phone. We have chat. Marin got nerfed with this patch. No chances to win. Just buy a BMW and win the fucking race. Nuts. Okay. I don't know who you are, my guy. Are you someone from the league, or...? Alright, we have it. Apologies, we have still not seen Christian getting dethroned. I can't see the sectors though. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. Oh, we do have a crash. Lucas Smith. Ah, he's just coming out of the pits. Lucas Smith, sorry. Oh, there's a Haas on a flyer. Is he going to be able to make any time up? Marin. Don't think he will. Where is he? For some reason it's not letting me decide it. But no, he did not make up any time. Emmanuel Salcedo did have a crash. It said damage, but he's still going. I'm guessing that the chicane is registering damage. I can't find the best individual sectors. Whoa, there's been a lot happen. Yeah. I think there's an issue with the pits or something. Christian's in the pits. Second place. Sector 1 and 2 weren't great. They're losing time. George. How's Sector 3 going to look though? I don't think he's going to boost his time up at all. No, he isn't. Is he going to keep pushing though? Yes, he is. He's currently up on his previous time, although that delta is shrinking. He's positive Sector 1. He is 0.08 seconds faster than his previous best. Coming down the straight here, is it going to be enough? I am just spamming on him. I want to keep this on him. We want to watch this lap. Here's him coming through the slow corner. The Williams letting him through. That was very good racecraft right there. Good respect from the driver's point of view. He comes through the chicane. It keeps it legal. He's faster in sector 2 by 0.4 of a second. Almost half a second faster between sector 1 and 2. He's in the DRS zone. He's got that DRS flap open. He's coming through. Is it gonna be fast enough to get pole position? It looks like it might be. He improved on his time and is a tenth of a second short of pole position. An absolutely phenomenal lap. Purple in sector 3, but not quite enough to make a pole position. Christian himself might be on for a fast lap. He is currently positive though, so he might not get to see that happen. No, he is negative. He is close. He's struggling, but he's close. Salcedo's had a crash. He's back in the pits. Christian's running DRS, so he is on a flying lap. Is he going to improve his time by any? Sector 1 wasn't faster. He's almost a second behind his personal best. Here's a chicane here under the bridges. Keeps the car tidy. Now we're coming down the straight. There's George letting him past. How nice of him. He went red in both sector 1 and 2. We don't think this is going to be fast, but he's running the DRS, which is strange. So he is still pushing, but we don't think he's going to make any improvements. We do, however, see third place improve Eric. Sorry, fourth place improve in the Alpha Tauri. That's not right. On this he's not Alpha Tauri, but whatever. We're probably going to watch people jump in now and check what they're doing. Number 10, Troy Guter in the 44 Mercedes car is currently green in just about every sector that he's done so far. Sector 1 was green, sector 2 he lost time, but if he's quick enough through this back straight here, he might just have something. The Alfa Romeo is also quite fast. I think they're both on flying laps. The Mercedes jumps up a place with a 129.9, but is only just able to keep himself within the top 10. Is the Alfa Romeo coming through the hardest section of the track. Absolutely nailing it. Coming into the hardest corner on said track, and again nailing it, nice and close in the exit there. Coming down the straight. Who am I spectating? Emmanuel Salcedo, who is currently green in sector 1. We might be watching a good time here, and he spins it out. Is it enough though? Can he keep it going? Can he keep his momentum? Green in sector 1. Did I see a cut there? Oh, lost time in sector 2. We'll see if he uses the DRS. DRS didn't look open. And it wasn't. He invalidated his time. That is painful. There's Christian out now. Christian setting the purple first sector. Best of the rest in sector 1. Maybe that pit stop was all he needed. A bit of time to catch his breath and back out to dominate the track, as he has for most of the season. And it doesn't look like he's going to stop now. Once he gets through here, we're going to watch and see if his second sector's anything like his first. He loses time in the second sector, but it's not going to stop him putting the foot firmly on the floor as he comes through the back straight. Braking for the final corner. He could possibly still have a time here. He could possibly advance from a 126.8. He goes to a 126.741, cutting off roughly a tenth of a second. That was, what a phenomenal drive there. Here's the Alpine, who I don't think has been performing. Christian goes, oh no, that was the previous lap, whoops. Here's the Aston Martin. Whereas the Aston Martin, there is one that has gone purple in sector 1. That is a Mercedes for me, for some reason. We've got a Mercedes that is green in sector 1. Sector 2, he spins it. Oh, spin and bin. There's a second Mercedes coming past now. The second Mercedes is currently... Try to find info on this Mercedes. It's currently lost time in both the sectors, so not going to be making any sort of improvements quite yet. Although Mark Williams is currently personal best in sector 1. He was a little bit off there. Is that going to invalidate his time though? I don't think it will. Is Mark going to be able to hold on to this for sector 2? We're going to find out when he comes out of this corner and crosses the line at sector 3. Sector 2 is personal best by almost a second, 7/10 faster. Foot absolutely planted now as he's coming down the back straight. He's going to want to try and keep this as tidy on exit as he possibly can. This might just be a personal best, bumping Williams from a 128.6 up to a 128 dead. Absolutely rapid, climbing himself into 4th place. Do we reckon he'll get a podium? Still a bit of time to tell. Here we are watching Troy come round. Troy, I believe, is sector 1 personal best. Is he going to be able to carry this through the entire lap? We're going to find out right now. Here's sector 2, he's just crossing the threshold into it. Personal best through sector 2 as well. A little bit of damage on the wall, he did clip it. He's not going to stop him though. The DRS flap is going to be open as he comes round. Yes, it is. Here is braking again, nice and tidy around the exit, using up as much space as possible on the exit there, on the exit curb. Troy is going to go from a 129.916 to no advancement. 129, sorry, there was an advancement. 129.578. There's the hash of media. I can't find the name. Let's see, any improvement? Any improvement? Oh, shoots right up to 7th place with a 128.903. Dead chuff with himself. There's a Ferrari coming in behind him. It's not going to make much of a difference though. Here's a second Ferrari, was absolutely hauling it down. This could be a potential start of a flying lap or the ending of one, and he shoots up to 4th place, knocking Mark Williams down a peg with a 127.876. Here comes Isaac Daniels in the Red Bull. Has had a few ups and downs this season. He's going to start a flying lap though. Let's see how this goes for Isaac. Let's see how he goes. He did manage to advance sector 3 last lap, but he did lose out in sector 1. Sorry, he did manage to advance sector 2, but lost out in both sectors 1 and 3. Currently though, is almost a second up on his previous time. He He might actually go purple in Sector 1. Oh, and he spins. He spins out. That is sad. Really sad to see. I can't use my mouse. There we go. IDQY, I don't have track limits. Right, okay. I've just timed out someone. Yo, what's up, WT Eric? Apologies, by the way, for the lack of interacting with chat. I'm really struggling to keep up with everything today because I don't have my laptop, so I'm one device down. But we see Gutter going through their fast lap, doesn't manage to advance at all, or could be just starting a lap. We'll see how he... Oh, this might actually be starting a flying lap. Oh, okay. Isaac Daniel is actually... Oh, never mind. He's in the pits. The times are quite funny when drivers are in the pits. But Troy, I have reason to believe, is on a flyer right now. We'll have a look when he passes into Sector 2. Yes, he is currently up on his time by about half a second here. This could bring him up a good couple of places. 0.48, yeah, he could possibly take 9th place off of... I'm trying to read names, this is annoying. Anyways, it is positive, but so is the driver in front of him, Jacob. We have two drivers currently that are on personal best laps. Both of which at points are almost a second faster on pace alone. Troy was not faster through Sector 2, but is still faster overall. If he can keep it tidy through the exit here, a little bit close to the wall, but that's not going to stop him. He's going to keep the foot absolutely planted. Currently a 129.578. He's going to advance to a 128.935. Not bad at all. Lucas Smith has done better in Sector 1. So let's see how Sector 3 is. He couldn't improve in Sector 1, he has improved in Sector 2. Sector 3, we're going to see there's a few people coming around here. Not many of them have any best sectors. 130, one dead. Moves it to a 130.6, managing to break into the 1 minute 30s. We only have a handful of drivers now. Isaac Daniels on his last flying lap of the session wasn't able to improve at all last lap, so this is going to be crucial for him. It wasn't able to improve in the first sector. Neither was Troy, but Troy is currently recovering from a flyer. Mark Williams hasn't managed to improve. Eric has in fact managed to improve. Let me find the car, there we go. Eric, who has not yet finished the session, has improved Sector 1. We have a better Sector 1. Let's see if he can carry this momentum to end the session. His teammate is pretty close, but not posing much of a threat as far as pace is concerned. Let's see how the final corner goes. He's getting let through by his teammate, possibly. I thought I saw the teammate move to the side, but he didn't. We're going to see, he might use him as a draft. There might be some coordination going on here. I don't think so though. Sector 2 wasn't fast, but we possibly are going to have a personal best here. Is he going to manage to take second place from George? Currently trying to fight from a 127.4 and pulls into the pits. Must be an invalid time. Williams finished a lap. Salcedo finished a lap, and Daniels are all invalidated. Leaving our current front runners, we have Christian in first place with a 126.714. Not far behind him is George with a 126.935. Then we have Let me get the names up here. We have Eric with a 1 minute. No, that's not right. Then we have Eric with a 1 minute 27. We have Ayur, apologies for the pronunciation, with a 1 minute 27.5. The timesheet on my phone is wrong. So yeah, front runners are Christian, George, and Eric. This is going to be an interesting race. So you have a minute to wait, and then we'll get back into the Formula 1 action, if you will. You got, okay. Okay, what to do is file a, file a report. If that makes a sense. If that makes a sense. Alright. Currently have 45 seconds of the cooldown, and I personally cannot wait to get this race underway. Fine then. Fuck you too. I do apologise for the wheezing. I've been a little bit under the weather. But I'm here, so you get to deal with my silky smooth voice. You can see them spinning the wheels, getting prepped, ready to go. We cannot get a wide shot for this launch, which is very, very annoying. Lights out, away we go. Christian has a terrible launch and is overtaken, but gets the lead back of the race. Oh, we have the Williams and the Alpine making contact. A lot of shuffling happening at the back of the pack. Oh my god, okay, we had Ahura, we had Jacob, we had a few drivers involved there. Christian managed to take the lead of the race though. This is going to be a very, very difficult race for anyone to catch up now. Catching up to Williams. We have a safety car out already. Safety car is out. That didn't take long. There is someone in here with a really not right name. Okay, Schmidt, 5 seconds for DRS, and Ferrari spins under safety car. I have never seen this in my life. Wait, we're not under, are we under safety car? I don't know, I haven't seen anything in the chat, but the safety car is back in the pits, okay. I don't know what that deal is with that one. We are going to have to rely on the automated cam system because unfortunately we can't actually select the cars anymore. Here we have the Ferrari and the Alpha Tauri going side by side into the final corner. The Alpha Tauri managed to take the place. Ferrari's not going to stand for that though. The Ferrari might have the DRS and he spins. Spins going into T1 or not going into T1 on the final straight towards T1. We're now here with George, who is fighting with Christian for the lead of the race. George takes the lead. Christian's not going to let that slide. We have the Red Bull now who's spun out. I really want to get back to the front of the field, but we're not going to get to do that because apparently the cam system is absolutely broken. Believe me, I'm just as annoyed as you about this. No, there isn't a safety car, Aaron. I just had to reset to pits. Okay. I can't change the cameras. The cameras are screwed up again. What about if I try putting myself back to pits? Right, now it's giving me a controls are locked, but I can't shuffle leader, right? Okay then. We can't watch the leader of the race, unfortunately. We have to settle for whatever the game wants us to watch. We do have the 2 Mercedes scrapping, but we're not going to get to see that because the cameras doesn't work. This is quite infuriating, believe it or not, knowing that I can't do anything. Can I select the drivers? No, I can't. We have a lot of people gaining places here. We have a lot of battling going on, and I'm not able to see any of it. Like, at all. I think that maybe in the future having the auto cam off may be a better option. Oh, the Mercedes goes head on into the wall. He is still able to drive though, so back on track you go, pal. Now we have a VRC, the Mercedes goes off again. We have a few battles there that had to stop. This is the first, well, hopefully the first fully functioning virtual safety car in the entire season, in the second to last race. So, when I said at the start of the season that I promised things would be fleshed out, I wasn't kidding. Whoa! The Haas goes right through the chicane, almost collecting the Alpha Tauri. Everyone's bunching up here. The safety car's coming out. We are under full safety car now. Again, this is the first full safety car of the season with a functioning safety car. Thank you very much to Adam for driving the safety car and doing the stewarding for us. Cannot put into words how much we appreciate the help. People are still bunching, like jumbling about though. Unless people are pitting, that could be it. Whoa! That was a bit close, was it not? That was, oh, that was very close. Very, very close to the safety car. Here come the rest of the field now bunching up. The lap drivers will probably be unlapping themselves. This early on I would be very surprised if there are many lap drivers. Here's the rest of the field taking it nice and slow as you would under safety car. I've actually heard of people when I tell them about the league and when we mention safety cars and stuff, they think that this is all roleplay, and to be fair, as much as it looks like it, and part of it probably is for realism, the biggest reason is it is very difficult to continue a race when people are spinning all over the place. This just levels the playing field. Like, it is a functional thing that a league really can't go without, you know. If you can get it working and as an option there to have, if I ever run any leagues, yeah, I'm gonna have a safety car because it helps so much in running things. It gives the commentators and the stewards and the drivers themselves a moment to breathe, and it just gives you a chance to, I guess, level the playing field, make sure that drivers that are lapped have then a chance to unlap themselves, and it basically means that just because you spin doesn't mean your race is over. You know, it makes things so much better in general, so much more fair. I say that, but then it's quite easy to get screwed over by a safety car. I'm not going to go into instances because I don't want to start a war, but yeah. Oh, Mark Williams got a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That is painful. I quite like the safety car myself. It gives me a minute just to, you know, cool out. There's a lot of time that you need to spend trying to, I guess, explain stuff that doesn't really need explained, just to fill the gaps. So the safety car is quite good. It does give me a chance, you know, just to chillax, you know, just chillax. I do want to find. I do want to see if I can get to the safety car, but it's not letting me. I'm hoping that that's just because of the. I can't think of the name. I thought that was a crash there. We are watching the field jumble about a little bit. Yeah, okay, so this is working properly. There's a safety car leading the field. All 15 drivers. Right then. I think we might, yeah, I think we might be getting close to the end of the safety car here. By the way, that safety car is probably absolutely kicking the daylights out of that car. Safety car drivers usually do, like, you need to seriously push the car. You know, why is this a dead stop? Oh, the safety car's pulling to the side. Is this the end? Is the safety car... Oh my god! How is there a... How do you crash? Oh my... Okay. Okay, that's interesting. Lapped cars may overtake. Why are you saying that now, bro? Why are you saying that now? Alrighty then, here we are. We'll have one more lap probably. Isaac Daniels with a 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lanes. We currently don't have any lapped cars waiting. Well, sorry, yes we do. We have 2 lapped cars that for some reason aren't moving. My finger is bleeding. That's always fun. I don't actually know if I drew blood. Can't see blood, so I'm not certain. Oh, no, yep, that's blood. Okay, cool. I'm bleeding. Safety car in this lap. Let's get the conversation on something a little bit more PG for the racing, shall we? Safety car is in this lap. Oh, we have contact there. The Haas running right into the back of the Alpine. I think there's going to be a few cars with damage by the end of the safety car. I think we are going to need to teach some of the drivers a class on how to drive under safety car. So yeah, maybe we should kind of make a rule where we like advise against bunching up, because the drivers seem to get a little bit too close to each other for comfort during the safety car, and that's kind of you know, what's causing these issues of contact under safety car, which realistically, you know, usually wouldn't be an issue, but yeah, when you have, it'll be even worse when we get a full grid of like 20 something drivers. That'll be when it's at its worst. But we are getting ready for the safety car to come back in. Alright, oh my god, we have a lot of contact, a few drivers spinning, probably due to cold tyres. But at the front you can see Christian and George getting ready to duke it out. There's Christian, who was at the start of this leading the race and who is currently leading the championship. If he loses this race to George, if Christian loses this race to George, then George might just manage to take the lead of the Drivers' Championship. So Christian is going to be fighting like hell to get back through this field to overtake Eric and then George. The Haas is forced to cut the track there from the from the Aston Martin of Smith. Here's Mark Williams there chasing the Haas of Marin, I believe. 0.4 seconds, 0.3. Can Mark get the overtake coming through the braking zone? It's not quite going to be enough for good defensive driving from the Haas. Now coming in towards what I call the death chicane. Very tight round there. Here's Isaac Daniel coming through in the number 1 Red Bull. Very well taken. Could have went a little bit wider in the exit, but you know, who am I? Who am I? Look who's talking, George. I don't know why the full front grid just went green there. No, yep, I still can't shimmy. Got it. No, I haven't. There's got to be a way to do this. Nope, not working. Okay. I guess we just have to wait it out and watch and see if we get any battling from George and Christian. It is annoying because Christian, as you can see, has just gone yellow in the leaderboard, as he is currently 0.4 of a second behind. There is Isaac Daniel, spun around at the chicane, possible contact there. Noel Blanco. Oh wow, there's a bit of a connection issue there. Very, very big connection issue there. Christian is up into second place, meaning that he should, in theory, extend his lead right now, as they are only two points behind. Or Georgia, sorry, is only 2 points behind Christian. But Christian isn't going to be happy with that result. Christian's going to be chasing down George to try and get that. But Christian is going to have to narrow down a 5.6 second lead and defend his place from the driver 0.5 of a second behind him at the same time. It's going to be an interesting 19 laps. So we better get comfortable and sit and wait this out. We have Mercedes in the pit. It looks like Smith and the Aston Martin's going to gain a place from him. There we go, right back up. Thank you very much. Don't mind if I do, he says. We're currently watching the Haas, who is going to get a place there, but we don't get to see that because it likes to cut off before it happens. We are live with Mark Williams, who is going to be going for an attacking move. Not quite going to make it stick thanks to a lockup. The other Alpine, though, thank you very much for the perfect timing, is going to be going for an attack on Christian. Is their championship leader going to be able to defend this attack, or is he going to succumb to a late lunge? Christian is managing to eke out a lead on him. Is it going to be enough, though, or is the Alpha Tauri going to be able to get able to whittle down the lead and get a DRS overtake? 4, 3, come on! I don't know why I'm rooting for people. Well, there's one of the Mercedes taking over. Or sorry, got an overtake on Isaac Daniel. Oh, Isaac has spun. Williams is chasing down Salcedo. Is he going to make the move stick? He might just. Someone's going to get lost here. I think it's going to be the Alfa Romeo. But no, they all managed to stay separate. Here is third place gaining on Christian's second place. Christian does not want to lose that place. If he loses second, then he may just jump back a place in the Drivers' Championship. Mark Williams, however, jumps up into fourth and is not far behind his teammate. Sorry, I say that by 8 seconds. Nah. But Mark is going to be getting some heat from the Alfa Romeo. Why are we in with the Haas who's spun? Haas is spun. Oh, there's another. That's Emmanuel. Emmanuel Salcedo. I think Salcedo has spun. Here's Isaac Daniels. Without the patch. Sorry, apologies. Excuse me. Coming through sector 1, something weird about watching the Red Bull dance about that track. It's satisfying to watch a car come round there, but it's weird seeing the Red Bull without its livery for that track. I'm not a fan of Red Bull, I'll say it, but I like their Miami livery. A lot of people didn't. I quite liked it. We might watch Christian lose a place at some point here within the next couple of laps. Christian seems to be getting a little earlier on the throttle than the driver Eric, I think that is. Eric is only between 0.2 and 0.5 of a second behind He might be able to make a move on him. We just don't know when. Oh, and there is the Alpine car spun. I am glued to this. Point 3 of a second. Hold on a minute, we might watch Christian lose a place here. We're still not able to click on the drivers. Christian loses a place and spins. Christian is at serious risk of losing the championship now. If Christian doesn't make up the 7.9, the 7 basically 10 seconds that he needs to make up, Christian will lose first place in the championship. That might have been a championship deciding crash from Christian there. Mark Williams up into second. He will be so chuffed about that. I'm not recording. I'm not recording. I didn't get the replay. Fudge. I'm gonna start the recording. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, if you are just tuning in either to the stream or you'll see this in the footage on the highlights video, I forgot to hit record as well as stream. So we are streaming, but we're not recording. Christian jumps up a place. Oh, he's in the pits. Oh my god, that's a huge risk. Now let me just explain what has happened. The championship leader Christian was in third place, chasing down second. Was in second place, currently standing to hold first place in the championship, but the gap narrowing between him and second place George, only 2 points between them, before a spin, now causing Christian to be down in 8th place after pitting for a set of hards, presumably to finish the race on. So that is where we are at. Let's see if that strategy call has paid off. George is currently basically safe. Unless he does something very erratic, George is safe. George is currently standing to take the lead of the race and therefore the championship. Christian may jump back possibly multiple places in the Drivers' Championship. Alongside Williams itself might take a bash to Alfa Romeo, who stands in second place in the Constructors. Not a good race for Christian if you are looking into holding on to that championship title. Also, I realised that I timed out someone by mistake. I don't know why they're here though. I'm gonna query this with Mark, but there's someone in here whose name is Skinny underscore. You can probably see it on the screen. The league states that you have to have a real-ish name. Like Stephen Fraser isn't my legal name, but I don't share my surname online, so Stephen Fraser is like an alias, and that's fine because it's a real sounding, it's a real name. Skinny Pinos isn't. I don't know. We'll see. It might be allowed. I don't know. I can't talk on that because I'm not a mod of the server. I just do this shit. I just do my job, which is scream at the monitor. Oh! George going in for a risky pit stop. Might end up... He's going to lose a few places here. Meaning that the championship might still be in Christian's hands. There's Williams taking the place. We're going to see him in the pits. Oh, he's only lost a single place, but Mark Williams currently leading the race. Could stand to gain quite a few points off of this race, like. Way, we have control back. There's a battle between the Hasses there. Here is Christian fighting his way through the pack. Let's see if he can get past the Alpine. Some speed difference there. Christian will not let this slide. I can see that gap disappearing. The Alpine better be counting his lucky stars. The Alpine is also gaining on another Alpine. We are watching a 3 abreast battle here. There's a lapped Mercedes who is probably defecating amongst themselves, watching what's going on behind. Christian, Alpine, and Williams, they are all side by side. Christian comes out ahead of the three of them, 3 abreast, into the final corner. Or sorry, into the slow corners here. They go 3 abreast, Christian managing to eke out the lead. Salcedo going ahead of one of the Alpines, separating the two of them. But Christian now coming into the third sector, leading now into the top 5 after coming out of the pits in 8th place. What an amazing drive put on from Christian. I've lost control of it again, but thank God, what a point to gain it. Alpine in for a risky pit stop. When you are this far back, you do not want to be stopping. There is George possibly looking to take the lead of the race back off of Mark Williams. If we don't get to see this battle, you are going to witness a 17-year-old cry. Come on! Get around the corner, chase him down! I want to watch a battle. George is gaining on Mark Williams. Mark Williams will probably be feeling a little bit of the pressure now, but not as much as Christian will. As he chases the Haas, past on the straight, now into 4th place. Making yet another step in his championship hopes. This race is going to prove detrimental to both Christian and George if this race does not go either of their ways. But George is going back into the lead, fighting with Mark Williams, of which we are not going to get to see that battle. There's George and Mark duking it out. 0.5 of a second separating them. George was ahead briefly, but Mark managed to keep the lead. On the straight here though, George is going to get the DRS. Is it going to make any sort of difference against Mark Williams? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get the video. Let's get the footage. We don't get it because of the... I can't see what's happening. Believe it or not, this is infuriating me as well. Like, this shit's getting fixed for the next one. I'm just not using this program anymore. Anyways, Williams retains the lead of the race. George, unfortunately, does not, but is still chasing Mark Williams. Oh my god, there's a Red Bull facing the wrong way there. Isaac Daniel not having a good race today. You cut it off right as he goes for the overtake. George takes the lead of the race, but we can't see it. Mark is now losing out. George is winning the race. And Christian is going to have to be seriously fighting. Which it looks like he is doing. Still shaving time off of the cars in front of him. Isaac Daniel has disconnected. I am assuming rage quit, but I am not sure. Isaac, if you're in the stream, buddy, let me know what happened, just out of curiosity. Here's Mark Williams chasing George again. 1.1 seconds separating the pair of them. Mark locks up in the final corner. Coming down the front straight now here towards T1. Mark does not get that DRS flap open, or does he? I think he did actually. Into T1. A second between them. But that is growing. George is a mighty fine driver. There's Emmanuel Salcedo, I think that's their name. I'm terrible with the names here today, guys. There's Salcedo chasing the hat, the number 47 Haas. Oh, and he spins head on into the wall. He hasn't got much time. Get moving, the Alpine. The Alpine. Pretty curious about that overtake there. I wonder who's going to get the DRS. Whoever gets the DRS is going to be ahead. Salcedo gets a place back off of Skinny. Christian is now fighting Mark Williams' teammate. He is 3 seconds behind him. If he makes this place, he makes it. Now, if he can catch Mark Williams, he is back in contention. As it currently stands, I believe Christian and George will be tying going into the final round of this championship. All Christian needs to do now is keep his head down here and wait for a good result next race. But something tells me he's going to keep pushing to try and get past Mark Williams. Unfortunately, he is currently a minute behind, which is going to make things very difficult for him. A minute behind, 31 seconds behind. It's a bit... The server things aren't great. Here's Mark Williams in second place, coming through the chicane there. The chicane, as I like to call it. Williams has 3.9 seconds. If he can make that up, he might actually take the lead of the race. If Mark manages to take the lead of the race, Christian will retain the lead of the championship. If George can stay in the lead. I believe he will be tying Christian in the championship going into the final round. This might be by far the most intense championship or virtual championship that has ever been my pleasure to be a part of. I have never in my days seen a race come this close since Abu Dhabi 21, right? This is an interesting season. We do have a safety car though on lap 23. This could give Christian the chance that he needs to take the place back from both Mark and George. If Christian does that, he extends his championship lead. Oh man. The safety cars make things boring, but they are very much required. Whew. I needed to rest my lungs. Everyone's gonna be pitting now. I can't wait until we get to the lead of the race, man. I want to see this. Oh, Haas has done something. Oh! Youch, that is heavy contact under safety car, no less. Here's Mark Williams in second place. Right on the tail of Daniels. This could prove detrimental potentially for both for both George and Christian, who are trying so hard to keep, or to, I guess, hold on to the prospect of winning this championship. Oh, what the hell? George is spun under safety car. Those places, I believe, are valid. I don't think he can take them back. Under the rules, George is now behind Christian. Williams is leading the race, followed by Christian and George. This is going to be an absolutely phenomenal restart. I am physically afraid for what's about to happen. we are about to watch the, I believe, 4 championship contenders, one by one by one by one, on the restart. Let me get into my Discord to make sure that what I'm seeing is the truth. And nothing but like the God's honest truth. I'm sure that it is these guys that are leading the championship as of right now. Where are the standings? Okay, so we are currently looking at, right? Okay. Yes, we are watching the top 3. Currently, the top 3 in the championship are Christian, George, and Mark Williams. And the starting position of this: Mark Williams in first place, Christian in second place, and George in third. Christian could keep the championship lead should the positions not change, but something tells me we're going to witness drivers going in 3, possibly even 4 abreast into some of these corners. Can't really hear cars. I will fix that right now. Thank you for letting me know. Alright, safety car is ending now. It is quite difficult when the cars are the way they are. Yeah, that's much better. Thank you for letting me know. Here we go. This is it. The restart that is going to basically show who has it and who doesn't. Drivers are all lined up. And they're off. Lights out, green flag, away we go for the 3rd time this race. So far the podium has not changed, but I will probably stand corrected as less than a second separating them. Mark is still in the lead, but there's only 0.8 of a second behind him and George, and Christian and George are only separated by just over half a second between that and the second. Things are happening quick. Alpine getting ready to make a move on his teammate. Christian getting ready to make a move on Mark, with only 0.4 separating them. The Alpine goes up. Christian might go up. It makes the pass. Christian leads the race and the championship. Mark is not going to let that slide though. Mark is back on the attacking, but so is George on Mark. Coming through the straight, I think Christian's going to be a sitting duck here. I think George and Mark are going to get past. The fight is going to be between those two once we get to the end of the straight. There's the DRS zone. DRS is not open though. I didn't think DRS has been open. Why is he so slow? Here we go, 3 drivers coming around the last corner here. Coming into lap 27 of this race. This is basically going to be a 4 or 5 lap shootout. There is the Alfa Romeo taking the place from the Haas with relative ease. Thank you very much, he says, as it moves up at 6th place. We are watching things disperse quite a bit, but if these drivers can all keep their current pace, they should be alright. Mark Williams went off just a bit, I think, when George took a position from him. I didn't quite see that. No, they were already, yeah, we're fine. Mark is getting close on George. He might get close enough to take a position off of him. We'll have to see. We are also watching it here with a Mercedes as he tries it on the chicane, but it doesn't quite work. He's going to try it on the straight. Is it going to be enough? We don't know. He's not going to get DRS because we are not 3 laps in after the safety car. But 0.1 of a second has finished. Troy gets through right as the camera changes, so we don't get to see the overtake. We're watching that podium get pretty bunched up though. 0.7 separating Mark and George. George is going to have a squeaky rectum after this. Oh, but just wait, because Mark is going to put the moves on. Mark isn't quite managing to keep up with the pure straight line speed of the Alfa Romeo. Mark has got another lockup, but he is only 0.5 of a second behind. If he can keep here, he might get DRS. I believe it is this lap. 37, 38. So no, it's going to be next lap he's going to get the DRS open. Oh, and there's an Alfa Romeo spun of Salcedo. Oh, a few cars got past them there. That is not fun at all. Not fun at all. Here we are in the final laps of the race. Mark Williams is putting pressure heavily on George. Is it going to be enough to make a place off of him? George is also putting the pressure heavily on Christian. Is it going to be enough from any one of them? Mark is only 3 tenths behind, 4 tenths behind. Is he going to be able to make a move stick this lap? He needs to make it happen. Williams really trying. Christian has managed to eke out a lead on George. It doesn't look like George is going to manage to get the overtake this lap. Mark locks up again, making an error. Coming round the chicane there. Coming out the back straight. They are going to have DRS. So Christian is going to be at some serious George is going to be at serious risk. Christian is basically safe. There's the DRS open now. You're going to see the delta start to drop off. Christian is virtually safe. As we come into the final corner here, it's going to be a sprint for the line, but Mark is not going to be able to take that place. As we finish up this race, Christian takes the win. George and Mark. Mark gets a 10-second time penalty. That time at the end was absolutely minuscule, separating each other. I want to see what that time was. Alright. We'll be back in a bit with potentially interviews. I'm going to see if someone else can do it because I've had a cough all day. I've been coughing a little bit during the stream, but that ending was phenomenal, and I can you can hear it every now and again. I go off. So I'm kind of pointing away from the microphone, and it's kind of like a COVID cough, which is worrying me because my mate didn't tell any fucker that they had COVID. So yeah. We'll be back momentarily.
right?
Hmm?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
You guys
I
are
guess we'll
table, man.
start with George,
Yep.
P2. Wait, let me know when you want me to start, Stephen.
Oh,
Oh
whenever.
yeah, on you go,
Ah,
mate. On you go.
Okay. George, P2. Where did you qualify, and what happened in that last safety car, man? When like
I
you
mean,
hit the wall?
I qualified P2, and the thing
Yeah.
is, man, that like under the last safety car, like during the last turn, while he was turning left, it kind of opened a little bit. He kind of opened a little bit of his trajectory, and I got like a little scared, so I went to the right.
Ah.
But the thing, it was fine. But because my tires were like really cold, the car wouldn't turn back on the left again. So
You was on hards as well, wasn't you?
yeah, I was on hards as well.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, I'm so disappointed, man, because like I feel like it was I still like it's such a stupid move, and I was leading at some point. I was like 30 seconds ahead, like it's crazy. And the thing is, because Christian made the comeback, it's like also at the end I had, by the way, I had a damaged wing because of that.
You had a
So it
damage
was
wing, and you still
yeah.
got past me. Like you were so fast on the straight, man.
Sector
You
one
and
was
Christian.
so hard to turn the car.
Yeah, I did see you struggling at the end, but was you on hard still?
Yeah, I was
No.
on hard. I
Oh,
think
you didn't pit. Ah, okay.
I didn't pit on the safety car to keep track position, and my hards were still good. It's it, and I just upsetting, like being so ahead, and now that like Christian won this, it's like I think it's pretty much over. Like even if I win the next race and he comes second, like he needs to be third or less, and I don't think it's gonna happen. Because like even if he has an incident, like safety car,
We don't know.
save him.
He might have some real penalties or something. I'm not sure, and maybe something happens in the final race. So
Maybe, but I seriously don't think he gets P3 or lower. So
okay.
And the thing is, even if I got fastest lap, which I didn't really attempt for, and I get fastest lap next race and I win, so that means we're equal on points. Thing? No, we're not. No, we're not. Still, wait, no, we would be equal on points, but he would win on tiebreaker.
Honestly, part of me was hoping that you guys would have come out of this race with equal points, and then it could have just been like Abu Dhabi 21, just this title decider.
That's safety car, man.
I would say try not to get your heads up. But if you do lose, I still think you're a winner. Like because you basically self-reported yourself when you didn't have to, and yeah, you got a quali ban, and I still think like yeah, both of you are winners in my as well wins. So don't get discouraged. But I think you still have a chance. Don't give up.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. Like, I don't know, like, I have been really unlucky with safety cars this season. I have been consistent, like, I don't think I've had a major spinning out incident or crashing incident, but like I have been really unlucky with safety cars. I feel like it doesn't even matter sometimes. It's just unlucky.
Oh, well, all right. I don't think Christian's here, but Eric,
Yeah,
you finished.
P9.
Wait, okay. You know what? Let's just interview you as well,
Fuck it,
because
why
you was
not?
gonna finish probably P2, P3. But yeah.
Yeah, a lot
Yeah,
of shuffling
problem with the
happened.
field.
Anything you want to say, Eric, about the race? Your debut.
Yeah, I think I was going to finish like P4, P3, but due to some problem with the fuel, I don't know what happened, but I was like 3 laps down on fuel, so I had to box and I lost a lap completely. So
Yeah. You still did well, man. Like you qualified, I think P3 or P4.
yeah,
I
P3,
can't
P3.
remember. You did well, like in the whole race. You stayed on soft for like the first 10 laps. I don't know if maybe you should have pitted, but still, like you kept the track position. Made a bit of an error, but yeah, still.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully for next time you remember to maybe put more fuel. But still,
Yeah.
man, like you did well, like really well for your first race.
Thanks.
Tough track as well.
Yeah, for a debut, mate, not
I like
bad.
it.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can get P4 Stein in.
All right.
I don't know if he wants it.
I think I can watch the replay.
Yeah, yeah.
I have it saved. Okay.
I don't think he wants to interview, hasn't replied. But yeah, I think, I mean, Stephen, do you want to say anything to end the stream? Because I don't know what to say. Or anyone.
Yeah, it's all good.
I don't know how to end it.
That's fine. I'll do the ending as per usual. I'll do the showmanship, all that bollocks. Well, you heard it from Mark. I'm gonna do the giving everything, the fuck off and bye bye. Thanks very much for jumping into anyone who did. We hope you enjoyed the race. We will see you in, it's a week's time, isn't it, for the penultimate race in Portugal.
Yeah,
the
Portugal,
final race at Portugal on the 9th of September, a week from tonight. So don't miss that. Follow all the socials. I don't know if they're plugged here. The Discord better be. Join that shit. You get to drive fast cars, so that's a benefit. So yeah, other than that, there's nothing really else that needs said. Goodbye, have a nice night, and yeah,